Alright guys, I wanted to make a video real quick for the guy that was asking about the Yes Welder and the E3 code. So they told me that basically it was an issue with voltage coming into the machine potentially. Now I haven't had it happen to me on this whole entire piece. Don't look at my welding. It's not going good today. I don't know what's going on with my head. The stars aren't aligned and I don't know. I mean, I just can't. I don't know. It's just all over the place. But I mean, this is 3.5 inch tube. You can see it's a pretty good sized tube. And I've welded this whole thing, and I have welded this guy up here, and it hasn't. I mean, it hasn't kicked an E3 code yet. I haven't finished welding that guy, but I mean, I've been doing quite a bit of welding with it. When the fan comes on, basically I just stop, and as long as I will stop and not stress the machine, it won't kick the E3 code. So it makes me wonder if it's closer to the duty cycle that I'm pushing the machine. Now I'm welding aluminum. I've got it on 65 amps, and so, you know, just being a China machine, I'm not sure. I know what it's rated on the paper. I've read that, but maybe in actuality, just this is where we're at. So, but I mean, I've come, don't look at my welds, just God forbid. I think I actually knew what I'm doing right there. Like, I was on a roll, I was comfortable. I think that's 90% of the time. I'm going too fast, I'm trying to MIG it. And guys, with TIGging, it just goes slow. And here, I'm just trying, it's hot, so I want to touch it. I was just trying to push that puddle where I tried to get it to join right there. And I blew it out right there. Obviously that was a mess, and I actually had kind of looked like I knew what I was doing right there. And then that was joined right there, so I had a huge clump of filler rod right there, so I tried to push it down. It got a little thin right there. You can kind of see it's a little thin for sure. But anyway, like I said guys, this whole piece of tube, I haven't kicked the E3 code. So, you know, as far as getting that, I would say I'm happy. I mean, if you're welding every day in a shop, of course not. But, you know, look what I'm doing. You know, I'm building intercooler pipe that I don't have to pay somebody 90 bucks an hour to build for me. And I got my Harbor Freight little saw. So, you know, if you can, or saw, sander. So if you can basically like sand the pipe, make a good joint, then, you know, and you don't have to get all crazy with it. I mean, you can tell my joint's not great right there. I've got a gap, and this one had a gap over there as well, quite a bit. So, you know, if you can get them good, then you should do fine with it. Just don't push it too hard, and I think it'll do just fine, guys. So there's a review on the E3 code. Just wanted to let you guys know what was happening. And like I said, my settings, I've got it set on 56 amps right now, I believe, and I'm not on pulse, I'm just on regular AC. TIG is where I'm at on this guy. So I'm on normal, oh, that sun is bright, is on AC. And I don't remember where I have all the other settings up there. Sorry, I was looking at this, not looking at the machine. But I don't know, guys. If I had to do it again, yeah, I'd probably buy it again for what I paid for it on Christmas sale. Yeah, you know, if you get to that $750, I got this thing on sale. It was 20% off, and I got the hat, of course. You know, if you get up to that $850, $900, then I'm probably going to go to an Everlast, and move up to the Everlast at that point, at that price point. But the Everlast torch that I used the other day got super hot, so you definitely want to get the water cooled. This torch, you know, it's that European model. Where in the heck is it? This guy, like, doesn't get hot, okay? It's so bulky. Now, I can feel the heat in there still in that neck, but when you hold it down here, you don't feel the heat. Like, that is cold to the touch almost. I can't feel heat. I feel the warmth up there, and if I touch that cup, it'll burn my hand right now. I just finished up with it. I can feel the heat right here on my thumb, I can touch it, so it's not lava. But it's cold back here, so, and you can tell this is where I spend most of my time holding it, because that's where the torch is balanced. So, you know, that torch with this thing, I may be just pushing it harder than I should be, because I know with the Everlast, the torch got so hot I had to stop. So anyway, you know, I'm enjoying my Harbor Freight clamps, and they're working great. Like, I'm just using it as a butt stop right now. That's where I had it. It was up against there. That's warm. And so, guys, I mean, just do it yourself at home stuff. So anyway, just a quick review. Just wanted to update you guys because there were some comments, and I apologize for the slow comments, guys. I'm super excited that I made it to 100. I really appreciate y'all. I mean, it seems like I'm never going to get there, and I'm not trying to get emotional or anything. I just want to say thanks, because in the beginning, this guy was just a pile of junk. It's a pile of bolts. And honestly, I'll just tell you, I'm shooting for 580s in this thing. That's what I'm shooting for. I'm not there. And I'm under a second away from it, but we're going to get there, guys. And whether this turbo is going to get reclocked so I can get a taller tire. So, you know, everyone's like, hey, put a slick on it. Well, I've got to run this for a true street. And so, I mean, if I get it to a 580, I will be a competitor. And, you know, that's why we put the cage in. Now, I wish I had the TIG when I would put the cage in, and it would have got TIGged in, but it didn't happen. And so, you know, both of those machines, I got that titanium. I got a heck of a deal on it too, back when Harbor Freight wasn't so expensive, because I've had it for 2-3 years now. I think I paid like $5 something for it, guys. So, I mean, I'm sitting here with under $1,000 in both of these machines. Yeah, I'd do it again. You know, there becomes a price point where my dad's got an ESAB, and would I take the ESAB over both of these? Hell yes. You know, you can catch the ESAB on sale. He's got the Rebel 215, I believe, the multi. He sold his Lincoln to get that. He loves that machine. So you just got to consider what your budget is and what you're wanting to do, how often you're going to use it. You know, my dad's a farmer. He uses that Rebel. Like, you know, that machine gets used a lot. And, you know, he gives it hell. And he just goes. It takes everything he throws at it. So he does a lot of MIG. He doesn't do any TIG with it. He's going to learn to TIG this summer. It's kind of on his agenda, we talked about. But, you know, just to let you guys know, that there's my thought process, guys. So keep in mind budget, what you're wanting to do. So compare a couple of models. But, you know, I got stick, MIG, and TIG with that one. And this one is just TIG AC/DC. Because I'm dealing with so much aluminum. I got the junior dragster fuel cell that I got to finish up. You know, look at all the aluminum up here, and that was not an AC/DC TIG. So I wouldn't have bought this machine if that was AC/DC TIG, but had to have the AC TIG. So that's just DC TIG, and that's the only drawback to that machine. The TIG features on that machine are not great, although I did use it the other day now that I've learned to TIG steel, and it really did good. You know, it doesn't have the pedal that this guy has, and I did opt in for the pedal. I got basically all the bells and whistles that I could with this guy, I think. And, you know, so anyway, I'm rambling, but guys, would I do it again? Yeah, I would. I definitely would. I just don't push it too hard. But with that TIG torch, I think I can actually push it harder than I'm probably supposed to. And so, anyway. But there you go, guys. Hey, until next time, God bless you guys. Take care. See you in the next one.